Hey guys, welcome to the Made in Sims podcast. Today's podcast has been sponsored by Richardson Health. Do you want to take control of your health? It's not that difficult. All you need to do is scan the QR code on the screen. They've been able to help so many people change their lives, and they can change yours. In today's conversation with Dana and Jason from Pro Roofing and Construction, they informed us a little bit about roofs. We talked a little bit about food, and we talked a little bit about some Alabama LSU football. It was a good conversation. I really enjoyed it. Check out the podcast.
If you're looking to lose weight, get off medication, or just be a healthier version of yourself, you need to check out Richardson Health. Hailing from right here in Sims, Alabama, Michael and Kimberly Richardson have lost a combined 110 pounds on their personal health journey and now use that knowledge and expertise to help others lose weight, hit their fitness goals, and achieve their optimal health. Over 250 people have already discovered what Richardson Health's individualized programs can do for them. Scan the QR code on your screen to take a quick and easy health assessment and let Michael and Kimberly help you achieve your own personal health goals while they celebrate your victories, big and small, along the way.
Thank you guys so much for being on the podcast today. If y'all will, tell me a little bit about yourselves.
Okay, great. I'm glad to be here. This is my first podcast.
Okay.
I'm Dana, and this is Jason. We live in Mobile.
Okay.
Born and raised. Grew up here, and I moved away right after college, and did the whole going and traveling the states and everything, seeing where I fit in, and ended up in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's where I met Jason.
Home of Elvis Presley, right?
Yeah, home of Elvis. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And we met there, and eventually I said, I want to go home.
Okay.
So we came home, and
no place like home.
No place like home, like Mobile home.
That's right.
I mean, this is paradise.
Right.
I mean, you're 30 minutes away from everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and that's one reason why we do a lot in Sims is because it's our neighbor.
That's right.
Yeah. And
right here.
Right here, and you got everything here in Sims that you need.
That's right. So you mentioned you went to college. Where did you go to college at?
Started out at the University of Mobile.
Okay.
Ended up at University of Tennessee.
Okay. Did a little
Not
world
a Vols fan.
Me neither. Speaking of the Vols, just throw this in there. Roll Tide. So you guys met in Memphis. So tell me a little bit about your backstory. Where'd you grow up? How'd you end up here in Mobile?
I am from Louisiana.
Okay.
Go Tigers.
Okay. We'll see.
And we met in Memphis, and she says, I eventually want to go home. So opportunity came about, and we came home.
I got you. What part of Louisiana?
Grew up in Ruston.
Okay.
Actually went to Louisiana Tech University.
Okay.
So
He's a real corn dog.
Yeah. I thought I smelled something earlier.
We go hard one day a year.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's coming up. When this drops, we will have already known who wins.
Okay.
This will probably be dropping Monday, so I'm assuming.
Check the internet, the courthouse.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, man. So you guys how long have you guys been together?
A long time.
15 years.
See, I never say.
At least she didn't say too long.
Right.
That's always bad. That's always fun. So y'all are in business together, correct?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So I'm third generation construction industry.
Okay.
So that was one of the important reasons of coming back to Mobile is because this is where my family is.
All right.
So my family has been in the construction industry for so long.
Right.
Here in Mobile. So we decided we have Pro Roofing Solutions, and that's a roofing company.
Okay.
And how we got into that was we needed a roof. And we learned everything there was to know about getting a roof.
Right.
And by doing so, we realized that a lot of people, including ourselves, just didn't know the benefits that entail that.
Okay.
And we really wanted to help people understand that, you don't have to use your 401k
to get a roof.
To get a roof.
Right.
That, it's very simple.
There is some options out there.
It's very simple, and we want to be your neighbor, your friend, and help you out and hold your hand throughout the whole process.
Right, that's right. So y'all needed a roof, y'all reached out, y'all figured out some information. Did y'all put on y'all's own roof?
No, we
Okay.
did not. No, we did not.
Because I have trouble, changing out my air filter alone.
Okay.
So that was a big undertaking.
Yeah.
So how did all that come about? So the steps after y'all decided, we want to know more about it. What did the process of y'all getting into business after that look like?
So, we had a storm and our roof got damaged and we didn't know. It's like, what do we do?
Right.
A lot of people are like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
And then you file an insurance claim and then people get lost, don't understand the process.
Right.
And once we understood the process, it's like we could really help people, make it simpler for them.
Right.
And just help them through the whole process.
Okay.
That's the whole purpose, is helping people.
Right, absolutely. So that's kind of something. So I'm in the garbage business. A1 McDuffie Sanitation. My grandparents started the company back in '98. I've done it my entire life. Everything that we do, that's kind of how we tie in together. Everything that we do is for people. It's about the people that work here. It's about the community. It's about the outreach. It's about the people that we service. And some of my drivers will service 1,300 homes in one day.
Wow.
And through that, what happens a lot of times is we would focus on, okay, so we picked up 1,200, great, but what about, it's a person-by-person encounter. That's just like y'all could have done a really great job at this person's roof, but you're at my house now. It doesn't matter how good of a job y'all done there. It's person-by-person encounter.
Yes.
So you said construction was in your background. Did you have any background in construction?
Just management.
Management. Okay, so that's a good combination.
Yes.
That's a good combination. Tell me a little bit about your management.
Well, I have a bachelor's degree in human resources. So I've got 25 years worth of management. So I've managed, upwards to 180 people. So
Okay, that's difficult.
Difficult.
Struggle
Yes.
managing myself sometimes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you said construction in your background. What type of construction did you do? Or not your family do, like generations.
Home building.
Okay.
Right. So I'm literally still doing almost the same thing. And the two most important components to your home is your foundation,
Right.
and your roof.
That top.
And that's
right.
where my experience lies, is foundation and now roofing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think our dad was the 5th person in the state of Alabama to have a general contractor's license. The 5th,
Wow.
First
When
time.
that began.
yeah.
That's cool.
He's
That
been
is
in
cool.
a long time.
So what's y'all's favorite thing about being in business?
What, being around each other 24/7 is not.
Just being able to
Y'all
control
are
our
brave
own,
souls.
right?
We are.
Just controlling our own schedule.
Yes.
Controlling your own destiny and your
Whereas,
schedule.
I had the 9-to-5 job before, and
He was working for the man, answered
Yeah.
to the man, and whatever time the company said be there is what time you had to be there.
Yeah.
Now, have y'all found in business that sometimes, so I've got a lot of friends that have talked about getting into business and stuff, and we want to create our own schedule and we want to do all this. There's a bright side of it, and once you get to a place in business and you've been in it long enough, you're able to do that a little bit, but on the front side of it, you're investing way more time than what you feel like you're being paid for.
Right.
Have y'all experienced that as well?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
The phone is always by our side, and if it rings at 9:00 at night,
Yeah.
we're going to answer.
Right.
It,
That's right.
or 7 in the morning.
or 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
we're
On a
ready.
Saturday.
So you create
On
your
a
own
Saturday.
schedule and you determine your own destiny, but sometimes that means that there's a sacrifice that's
There's a
there.
sacrifice.
That's right. So with sacrifice comes great reward. We do all the hard stuff to have fun. What do you guys do for fun?
Well, I like to kayak.
Okay.
So that's one of my big.
Like fishing kayaking or just recreational?
I'm just a kayaker. I don't have good enough balance just yet
To
to
be cast
maneuver,
in.
the cooler and the fishing pole.
Right. Okay.
Throwing it, not getting it in the tree. So I'm not the greatest fisherman, but I can kayak.
Right. No, that's
And,
perfect.
yeah.
I was into kayaking for a good period of time. I've got some buddies that are, one guy is making a living. He worked here for a short period of time, but Southern Salt YouTube channel, plugging it up here for
Okay.
him. But he has he was a safety guy for a really long time. Company made some shifts. He decided to go a different direction, determine his own destiny. And he is making a living off of YouTube, producing baits, doing kayak fishing. It's Southern Salt kayak fishing. So I've been out there with charters with him. And so do you have like a pedal drive kayak, one that you use a paddle for?
I use paddle.
Mine was the same way. I really enjoy it. Where do you enjoy kayaking?
Dog River.
Okay. He fishes out there all the time.
Out there.
Y'all had to see him out there.
No better sunset.
Oh man, you can't beat the sunset out there. Do you enjoy kayaking as well?
We go together.
Okay, that's perfect. That's
I'll
really
fish.
cool. You fish though?
Yeah,
what kind of fishing you like to do?
Just
Anything?
salt water, fresh water.
Yeah.
I grew up in the country, so I'm used to fresh water.
That's right.
And
Corn dog territory.
now moving down here, we can do both.
Now, did you do a lot of red fishing and stuff like that when you were in Louisiana in the marshes and stuff? They make them different over there.
Yeah, they do.
Them jokers are big.
Yeah, they make everything different over there.
They make everything different.
Mosquitoes, horseflies.
Exactly.
Football teams.
We can keep going.
Nick Saban, he done a really good job whenever he was over there. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. You guys are welcome.
No, we appreciate it.
And I like to garden. I'm just going to get off Jason's subject of football.
You enjoy gardening as well?
No, not vegetables. If we have to eat it, no.
Yeah, we ain't about it.
No, but I can. If it's a flower, I like that.
Okay, you can keep them alive?
I can keep them alive.
That's awesome because we kill mums at my
Everybody
house.
kills moms.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so
good. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah. Don't be offended by that.
I wish I
Everyone
could
kills
kill my
moms.
hedges at my house. They're like, we moved into
They
this
just
house.
keep growing back.
Oh man, we moved into this house and the hedges like are up to like the handrails, and the way my house sits is elevated over a crawl space. And so yesterday, it's funny that this conversation's happening. I have to take a ladder and lay over into the bushes, climb up it, and I'm like leaning into the bushes, like hedge with the pole saw. It is horrible. It is horrible. But y'all do any hedge trimming or just roofs?
Just roofs. But I have to say, when we do a family's roof, we do take great pride in taking care of their lawn, and we leave it better than we found it.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
because I've picked so when we moved into the house that we're in, one of the stipulations of buying the house was the seller was going to put a roof on it. And they're like, we're not going to put a roof on it. And I'm like, no, y'all are going to put a roof on it or we're not going to buy it. So they ended up putting a roof, but they picked the roofing company. I've went through probably about 13 lawnmower tires in 2 years because of the nails.
Yes.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Our crew
is there a way to
very-
fix that?
Well, yes. You can actually buy yourself a magnet roller.
I got you.
And our team, there's at least 3 rollers on site.
Just running,
And they
Yeah,
run it
into the job.
throughout the job, and
At the end
especially
of the job,
after.
like cleanup. I got you. So while we're here, can we make this educational a little bit? Can you tell us a little bit about different types of roofs? So if I've got a 3-tab shingle roof at my house, like I know that's probably not up to code anymore. Tell us a little bit about the different types of roof and some of the stuff to look for with picking a roofing company.
Yeah, so one, you want to make sure you have one that's certified.
Okay.
Okay, licensed, bonded, and insured.
Okay.
Like for instance, we've tested and we're certified through IBHS.
Okay.
Which is Fortified Roof System.
Okay.
We actually have a certificate saying you have been trained. You want to make sure that they're trained.
Okay.
And it's code in Mobile to have a fortified roof system.
Okay.
So you just want to make sure that you have somebody that's actually trained and recognized by IBHS.
No. So what is a fortified roof?
So it's what you call a sealed roof deck system.
Okay.
So in other words, if a storm comes through and it blows off your shingles,
Right.
water can't penetrate your roof and get inside and damage your sheetrock.
I got you. So it's another layer of protection.
It is.
I got you.
And the
Okay.
insurance companies are willing to offer homeowners discounts
Okay. I thought I'd heard something about that.
up to 35%.
Okay.
annually
Annually. So that's
That's a big deal. That
That's
can
a
almost
huge
pay for
help.
your roof.
for 10
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with a roof like that, I know, so I done some insurance adjusting back in the day. So I done a lot of flood work. If I done your wind claim, I'm sorry. Probably need to hire a public adjuster because I didn't know what I was doing. But so I can tell you from the ground up, if you get 3 inches of water in your house, exactly what needs to be replaced. My first wind claim,
I'll tell this story. Maybe the insurance company won't watch it. So what ended up happening was I was down there doing like a pipe had burst. And so I was down there doing this and I was working on that. The office called and said, hey, you interested in doing some wind stuff? And I was like, well, I don't have a ladder. They're like, well, you're going to have to buy a ladder if you're going to do wind claims. And I was like, well, sure. Well, I get there, it's a 2-story house. I get there and it's in August. They got this little stain on their ceiling and we're trying to determine where it came from. And so I'm up there on the roof. They're telling me I got to draw the sketch. I'm doing all this stuff. Well, in my life, I've struggled with transitions. And I struggle with transitions on the ladder. So I get up the ladder and I get to the top and I'm trying to like swing my leg around. My tape measure comes flying off my side. I end up throwing my clipboard off the roof. I told the lady the spot's probably from the attic because it's busted pipe or something. It's hot as crap up in here.
Right.
Like, so anyways, it was not a really good experience. But I have a lot of respect for people that do roofs. It is hot. It is hot. Up there on that roof, like I sat down because I was scared I was going to fall off. Like y'all are up at heights and stuff. Do y'all get on the roofs and stuff and do
I
anything?
do.
Okay.
But most of the time, you can use a drone. That's very popular.
I got very good with the drone.
Yeah.
I could fly it down there and like just about touch it.
Yep.
Because it was a lot cooler doing that.
Makes you look cool.
Yeah, it makes you look like you know what you're doing anyways. So you guys have traveled the world a little bit. You from Louisiana, ended up in Mobile. You've been to Memphis, traveled around a little bit. One thing I love talking about is food. So they're culturally different. I love to go to Louisiana to eat. What is y'all's favorite food?
Oh my goodness, we met Memphis in May.
Okay.
So-
Championship barbecue.
Okay.
That's how we met.
I love some barbecue now.
And I've cooked on barbecue teams.
Have you?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite thing to barbecue?
Brisket?
Brisket. I'm so scared of it. They're so expensive, and I've never done it before. I just don't want to mess it up. I can do a mean Boston butt.
I can too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Boston
a
butt
similar
chicken.
process.
It's a similar process.
Right.
But
So,
yeah.
with that, what's y'all's favorite barbecue to eat?
In Mobile?
Just in general.
Oh, I
Or it
don't.
could be in Mobile. Y'all got any favorite barbecue places in Mobile?
Not really.
No, not really. Y'all like to do it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect. What's your favorite thing to barbecue? The
Well,
brisket?
brisket, ribs,
I
and
gotcha.
ribs.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people when they come over, are you gonna cook ribs today or brisket?
Yeah. Our
What time's
house-
football kick off?
Right. Our house is known for football and food.
There you go. So, do you think, like, growing up in Louisiana, that it impacted your cooking abilities? I mean, did any of that?
Absolutely. Jambalaya, gumbo.
Now we
Yeah.
talking. Now we talking.
I got you.
That's what
I can do it all.
If they could kill it, they'll eat it.
There you go. I love that. Well, speaking about food, brings us to our sponsor today. Today's podcast been sponsored by Richardson Health. If you love barbecue and
Too much. You love barbecue too much.
if you love barbecue too much, and you need to get on a health journey, click the link below and check out Richardson Health. So with you guys being in the construction business in general, what sets y'all apart?
It's female owned.
Okay.
So that's a huge progress for our area.
Absolutely. I thought that was really cool when me and you when me and you reached out to one another. I thought that was really neat. I thought that was very cool edge because that's not something you see a lot is like a women-owned
Construction
company.
industry. Correct. Yeah. And I still have one at home. He's a senior this year, and I want to set that precedence. That we can do anything.
That's right.
We can do anything.
That's absolutely right. What sets you guys apart, and why should people choose you to do their roof?
Well, one, it's perfection. So we make sure it's done right.
Okay.
From beginning to the end.
Okay.
Even if, a homeowner calls and says, hey, I found some more nails, we'll get up and we'll take a roller. I'll go roll it myself
Right.
just to make sure we got them all.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
that's
then
good.
we're excited. We can offer two different kinds of roofing packages. As you stated, the Louis Vuitton of roofing. We have a new 160 mile an hour package.
Okay.
So it's really, it can withstand Category 4 hurricanes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Architectural shingles and stuff.
Architectural
yes.
shingle.
Oh yeah, so it'll
Absolutely.
look good and keep you safe.
There you go. I like that.
Oh,
I like
definitely.
that. If people
Important.
want to contact you to do their roof, how do they find you?
Well, you can find us on our webpage, which is www.proroofingsolutionsmobile.com. And then we're also on Facebook
Okay.
under Pro Roofing Solutions. Our email address is proroofingsolutionsInc@gmail.com.
Okay.
And our phone number is 251-376-58.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. I've enjoyed the conversation.
Yes, it's been
Next
great.
time you barbecue, I want to know about it.
Hey, this weekend, LSU, Alabama.
That's right. When Alabama
we get together and do
wins.
it right. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Go and follow them. And thank you for watching.